Good day everybody. In this video, let us take a look at VWO's new campaign creation flow. Once you click on the create button and enter the test screen, the first change you can see is all the steps of the test are now laid in a vertical manner rather than the horizontal manner. You can also see there are only 3 to 4 mandatory steps. Now what this allows customers to do is they can outsource different parts of the test to different departments. Also, since there are only a few mandatory steps, the time to create a test becomes much faster. Let us understand that with the help of an example. Let us say I want to optimize something on VWO's homepage. Once I add the URL, instead of going to the variation screen, let me move to the metrics screen. Notice how the pages has already been saved, although I never clicked on save. Here, in the metrics screen, let me add a primary metric and a few secondary metrics. Once this has been added, let me click on save now. As you can see, even though we have not added variations, the metrics part of the test has already been saved. Now, if there are any advanced configurations required, like adding triggers or scheduling a test, they can be added to tests on a case-to-case basis. How that helps customers is that customers don't have to go through every part of the test creation, even for simple tests. Since every part of the test creation is independent, now customers can outsource different parts of the test creation to different departments. For example, the variations can be outsourced to the web development team, whereas the metrics part of the test can be outsourced to the marketing team. Now let's go back and add some variations. Let me add a variation. As you can see, I've added a variation. Let me move and configure integrations tab. Since I don't want any integrations for this test, I'm disabling all of it. Now, since we have not added any integrations and we are not looking at any segmentation, we can disable both of this. As you can see, now the start test button has already been enabled. But since we have added the 3 steps, we can look at the review tab for a comprehensive overview of how the test has been set up. This screen gives you details of the URL, the variations, the metrics that have been added, and any other details pertaining to the test. Once we are happy with the configuration summary of our test, we can go ahead and create a test. Now let us move to a test which is already running on VWO. Let us look at this test created by one of my teammates. As you can see, in this test, the variations are not performing as good as the control for the homepage metric. Let's look at another metric. In this case, the variation 2 is clearly performing better. The new layout also enhances feature discoverability. For example, the options for campaign activity timeline, the ability to clone campaigns, flushing of data, deleting a campaign, and even printing of campaign configurations earlier were hidden under settings. Now, all these features become visible for each campaign so that customers can make the best use out of them. So overall, VWO's new campaign creation flow allows customers to create tests faster, outsource different parts of the test to different departments, get a single shot overview of how the campaign is performing, and take further action on the campaign. If you have any further questions regarding VWO's new campaign creation flow, feel free to reach out to support@vwo.com. Thank you for your time.